Ever hired what seemed like a bargain management company only to watch your community slowly fall apart while everyone gets more and more frustrated? If that's happened to you, you are not by yourself on that. That surprisingly low monthly fee you're getting from your management company might actually be costing your community way more than you think. As board members, you're responsible for both your community's finances and its future. Finding the right balance between cost and quality isn't easy, but understanding what's really happening behind the scenes in community management will help you make better decisions that protect your community long term. First, let's talk about why super low pricing should raise some red flags. When management companies offer services at prices well below everyone else, there's usually a reason, and it's rarely good news for your community. What's really happening is a fundamental difference in how companies operate. Traditional management companies with high fixed costs versus newer companies with more flexible cost structures. Here's something to think about. Technology makes a management company more adaptable, while too many employees creates fixed expenses they're stuck with. Traditional companies with large staffs have to keep those people busy. They can't easily adjust without hiring and firing people. Even when they add communities, their staff costs stay pretty much the same. Companies with fancy offices, expensive in-house systems, and large administrative teams might bring on your community with minimal extra costs. For them, any money above their basic expenses helps cover all that overhead. On the flip side, companies that use technology for automation can scale their services to match exactly what your community needs. They invest in software services instead of manual processes, which lets them offer better pricing while still delivering great service. This brings me to my second point. Systems and technology matter more than individual managers. The industry of community management is changing fast, but many boards haven't caught up to this reality yet. Management companies that treat community managers like isolated islands with minimal support typically have higher costs and less consistent service. You might get great service when your manager's available, but what happens when they're sick, on vacation, handling an emergency at another property? Today's best management companies use modern technology, automated payment systems, digital communication platforms, and transparent work order tracking to dramatically reduce busy work while improving service. These systems ensure nothing gets forgotten regardless of who's managing your community on any given day. Almost every company will claim they have great technology, but there's a huge difference between outdated systems that constantly need maintenance and modern platforms that continuously improve without extra costs. The reality is that a management company with good systems will provide more consistent and responsive service than even the most dedicated managers struggling with outdated tools and minimal support. This leads to my third point. Poor management companies ultimately cost far more than good management. The savings from choosing the lowest bidder disappear quickly when assessments aren't collected properly, which is a classic sign of poor management. Delinquent balances grow larger without resolution, creating cash flow problems and eventually requiring expensive legal action. Maintenance requests from residents simply don't get done. Some of you out there are nodding your head right now. There's no explanation about why they're being ignored. These issues pile up over time, leading to more expensive repairs down the road. Routine maintenance turns into major repairs because small problems weren't addressed promptly. You don't ever really know the cost of that, but trust me, it's there. Vendor relationships fall apart, leading to service gaps or premium pricing when you need emergency fixes. Legal and compliance issues pile up, resulting in fines or lawsuits that could have been prevented. And perhaps most importantly, property values stagnate or decline as your community's appearance and reputation suffer. Keep in mind, it typically takes 6 to 12 months to see the full benefits when you switch from a poor quality management company to a good one. During this time, your management team will tackle the backlog of issues and improve your systems. Having some patience during this transition really pays off. So how does a board figure out which management companies will actually deliver value? This is tough because most board members might interview management companies just once in their lives. When every company is making similar promises and putting their best foot forward, it's natural to focus on price, especially when you're not sure how to tell the difference between services that all sound the same. To make it even harder, almost every management company looks pretty similar at first. The real differences only become obvious over time through several meetings, missed deadlines, or lack of follow-through. It typically takes months before problems start to become clear. Here are questions that actually matter when evaluating management companies. How automated is their payment processing? Manual systems cost more and create more errors. Can you see their actual communication and work order systems in action? Do they use modern cloud-based software or outdated systems? What's their process for handling delinquent accounts? How do they make sure maintenance requests don't fall through the cracks? What measurements do they use to track their own performance? Are they operating with a lean structure or carrying overhead costs? Don't let familiarity with old school approaches push you towards less efficient, more expensive options. The difference between good and poor management isn't always an obvious one from the first day, but it becomes crystal clear over time. Quality management pays for itself many times over through better operations, fewer emergencies, and protected property values. As you're interviewing management companies, here's the most revealing approach. Share a couple of real challenges your community has faced and ask them to walk you through exactly how they would have handled each situation. These could be complicated issues like a special assessment that residents push back on, a difficult relationship with a vendor, or enforcing a controversial rule. When management companies have to go off script, you'll quickly see the difference between real expertise and marketing talk. This approach, which top consulting firms use when hiring, shows you who truly knows how to navigate community challenges. When it comes to protecting your community's most valuable assets, quality management isn't an expense. It's an investment that pays remarkable returns. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.